Good evening, Mr. Ma.
Good
It
evening.
is a great honor and pleasure for us all to have you here. I'm going to start with the conversation with a few questions. At the midst of the 90s, when you started your first internet ventures, the World Web was still at its inception, in its diapers. With some few tens of thousands of sites, today it has many hundreds of millions of sites. What did you see then that others didn't?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting. It's a good question. Let me answer in this way. I was so bad at schooling. I failed again and again in my university and high school test. I tried 3 years for entering university. And finally I got into the poorest university in my city, which today I believe that is the best university in the world. Hangzhou Teachers College. So I never thought I would be a teacher. I hate to be a teacher in China. A boy to be a teacher, people look down upon you at that time. So for 4 years, every day I thought about is that what should I do if I graduate? I should not be a teacher, because when you're at teachers college, when you graduate, you have to be a teacher because the government paid the money. So when I graduated, I was assigned to teach in a university because our university was supposed to train middle school teachers. 500 graduate students, 500 students graduate. Only one of them can be assigned to the university. 499 went to go to the middle school. So I was the only one chosen to teach in the university. My president, he saw me at the gate and he said, "Jack, I know you will leave, but promise me in 5 years, teach in that university. Don't leave, just stay there." So I said, "Okay, President, I promise." When I joined that university, I did not know my pay was so bad. Less than $10 a month. And because I graduated from a very poor university, the other teachers, they all from Tsinghua, Beida, so I was looked down upon. But I promised for 5 years. So for 5 years, I've been teaching, I worked hard, and then I was elected by students the best teacher of the university. And then I said, okay, 5 years, I kept my promise. Number 6 year, I started to love to be a teacher. And then I thought, everything I taught my students are the things I learned from books. I should leave the school, spend 10, 15 years, get all the experience, and then go back to teach. Then I could be a good teacher. That was thinking. Then I went to the United States.
They're still waiting for you.
Yeah, so then I went to the United States. I found the internet. I just wanted to find a job at that time. I'm looking for a lot of jobs, all filled. People don't want me. They say, I know, even looking for a job in a hotel, they say, "Hey, you're not good looking enough." So I discovered the internet in Seattle, 1994 in December. I searched the word beer. I was so scared of the computer. And my friend said, just to search whatever you want to search. At that time, there's called Lycos. The earliest Mosaic, the browser, very early days. They say you search anything. So I first word search beer. There's no beer information on the internet from China. There's a Japanese beer, German beer, US beer. And then I search China. Say there's no data about China. So I thought about, if I can put some Chinese information on the web, when people find out, that might be a good opportunity. So I did not know internet would be that big. I just wanted looking for a job. That was the original thinking. I wanted to leave the school, build up something. And when I found the internet, I think if I can put Chinese company information on the internet, let the other people to do it, this might be a good future. So with that, I have a great vision for the future. At the beginning, just looking for a job, and I don't want to be a teacher. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Honest answer.
It's well known that you've been an English teacher. So let me, with your permission, allow me to teach you Hebrew. One word. One word in Hebrew.
Okay.
It's not very complicated. In Hebrew, when we want to say, it's a slang word, when we want to say something is doing really great or super okay, we say sababa.
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 Sababa. Looks
Sababa.
like Alibaba. Sababa.
Exactly. That's now.
Sababa.
So one can say, and especially you, Alibaba,
Alibaba.
is sababa.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Let's do it together. Yeah, Alibaba
Is
is.
Sababa.
You see. So
Thank you.
after you led the largest IPO in history, a few years ago, you are quoted as saying to investors that Alibaba would become the 5th economic entity in the world, following US, China, Europe, Japan. What was your vision to achieve that?
Yeah, because I never thought we would be today. I never thought I would be today. I think for my, when I leave university, I thought just doing something, and 10, 20 years later, I can go back to teach. I never realized I can achieve that much. When we look back, today we have close to 70,000 excellent young people in my company. We have so much data, technology, inference, 700 million users. I think all the things does not belong to me. There must be something that somebody in the sky wants Jack and your people should do something different. That was the thinking in the past 10 years always. But when our company went IPO, today we're like a $400 billion market cap. This does not belong to us. And why we succeed? Because we support the young people, we support the small, medium-sized companies, we support the women. And because of supporting these people, they succeed. So we believe, how can we last our success? We believe we should support more young people. We should support more SMEs. We should support more women. If they are successful, we will be successful. That was, because I believe one thing, when you have a cup of $2 or $3 million, that money belong to you. When you have $20 million, you have problems about money depreciation. You should buy this stock or that stock. When you have more than $100 million, $1 billion, that money does not belong to you. It's the social responsibility. People trust you, ask you to manage the money better. So that was the thinking. And then we decided, we say, we should make an economy that is big enough with that economy, we can enable every young people, every small business, every woman, globally. They want a global buy, global sell, global deliver, global pay, and global travel with the technology we're giving. We can create 100 million jobs for the world. Today, we create 33 million jobs for China. We hope the 5th largest economy of the world, that digital economy, can enable 100 million jobs for the world. We can enable 2 billion population in the world. They can shop and buy everywhere. And we can create 10 million small business. They can be profitable through the internet. That was the vision. I don't know in my life can achieve that, but somebody will achieve it. If we continue to do it, if we cannot reach it in 10 years, why not 20 years? Why not 30 years? People should continue to do it, and someday, if somebody really reach that, we'll feel very proud. Thank
you. Shall I pour you?
No, thank you.
There's tea. By the way, there's the tea you like is here on the table.
That's a good question.
We are in Israel, the startup nation, and in Tel Aviv, ranked as the world's 5th most innovative city. You have encountered Israeli investors. Okay, it's a short visit. You've met a lot of startupists. You met business people. Could you relate to the Israeli business spirit or our position in the global tech arena?
You mean
our position in the global tech arena? You know what? I will do it easier.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any plans of a flag of Alibaba in Israel, in Tel Aviv?
Absolutely. we've been thinking internally, we discussed a lot about where in this world Alibaba should have our base labs that should have our people that working together to reach, because the fifth largest economy does not belong to us, does not belong to Jack Ma and Ali. It belongs to the generation of this generation, belong to the world, belong to all the young people believe in the future, belong to the people who believe the technology can enable people. So one of the three countries we talk about is Israel. So we all talk about we should come to Israel, have a lab, and inviting the excellent, smart young people in Israel, join the force together. Let's build up an economy that can empower young people, small business and women. So this is, we think, and actually we have already invested in 5 companies here. We only have 12 people here. So this trip we brought almost 40 Alibaba senior management team, 40 heroes, not the thieves. We came together, we learn, we experience, and we feel it. Everybody is so excited. In the past 3 days, every night, we debate, we discuss, we share until 11:30. Last night, we 11:45. We think we can do a lot of things here. And I think we will continue to invest here. We will join together with join the force of the venture capitalists to encourage more startups. And we would love to hire more people here. Together, build the 5th largest economy. It's not the 5th largest economy, does not belong to Jack Ma, does not even belong to China. Belongs to our generation. That's what we think.
Yeah. Let us take some questions from the students. Let's start with Ms. Fayrouz Rizkallah. She is from Israel, student of Eastern Asian Studies, Faculty of Humanities. Fayrouz, please.
Hi, can you hear anything? No. Nope, okay. Now can everybody hear? Great. I'm very honored to be here and to be the first person to ask a question. As said, I am a student of East Asia Studies in Chinese and also Business Management here in Tel Aviv University. So therefore, I decided today to ask my question both in Chinese and in English.
Good.
So it's an opportunity for me to try my Chinese. I'll start with the Chinese version. 你今天能给年轻人最有价值的专业经验是什么? Which is, what is the most valuable professional advice you can give to young people today?
Thank you. I think everybody is made unique and different. So you must have a unique and different way. A lot of people today have a lot of complaints. Say, I don't have opportunity. I complained a lot when I was young and suddenly realized complaint does not solve any problem. Where the opportunity always in the place where people complain. There are so many opportunities in the world, in this world, because there are so many complaints. If you can solve the complaint, one of the complaints, that's the opportunity. So this is what we made. I think young people, if my advice to be an entrepreneur, don't be scared of failure or setbacks, and don't give up. There are a lot of books written about Alibaba, about me, which I'm scared of. One day I was reading on the plane, that's many years ago, in the newspaper. I was reading a guy introducing a guy, very great. And finally I think people are talking about me. No, that's not me. It was an article about a great person. And then finally I find out they are talking about me. I'm not that great. That's not me, right? I want to say is that if there's a book I want to write, it's Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. We came today to now, we made so many mistakes. People say, you are lucky. Yes, we are very lucky. We've been only 19 years to today's size. But we've gone through so many tough situations. We made so many mistakes that people cannot imagine. probably 90 years, just like Israel. For 70 years, your country grew from nothing to today. You have gone through so many tough experiences, and that will make you different. That's what my advice.
Next student is Miss Chen. She's a student from China, studying here in Tel Aviv University, MA in archaeology.
By the way, your Chinese is very good.
Yes. Yeah. Miss Chen, please.
Good evening, Mr. Man. It's a great honor to have you here. And you know, Taobao means a lot for Chinese overseas students, especially in Israel. My question is, if you could magically meet anyone from the past, who would that be? Thank you.
Meet or be the person, that person? You mean magically
Meet
that
in
person?
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of people I want to meet. In China, if the person I want to meet is Deng Xiaoping, without him, there would be no Alibaba. It's the reform. China was so set back and closed. And Deng Xiaoping said, let's open the door. And I know he loves smoke. When he stopped smoke, he got sick and he passed away.